Welcome back to the Stoop, football fans. It's your boy Lolo on a beautiful Brooklyn day. It's a little noisy out. Today we got construction up the road, down the road. I hope you guys can hear us okay.
It's the Brooklyn theme song for the summer. Jackhammer and the Key of C.
Like in between, I got like a tank top on and a jacket, and I don't know what to wear right now, but you looking good in your...
Just trying to do
all
a
relaxed.
little, all relaxed. It's a nice Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to watch some football later
Yeah,
on
man,
today.
we've got Aston Villa, Liverpool coming up in a little bit, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about, Arsenal and Leeds no longer enemies because we dealt with that, but now Leeds is marching on together, marching on to the next step in keeping their season alive and staying up in the Premier League, and what they're going to have to do, Mark.
1 point.
1 point.
I say if Leeds gets one more point, they're going to be safe.
You think they can get it tomorrow?
I'm looking at Burnley's schedule. I don't know, but I'm looking at Burnley's schedule, and I don't see Burnley getting points.
Yeah, man, it's going to be tough.
1 point.
It's going to be
Three is
tough.
nice. 1 point.
Well, first up for the mighty Leeds United is Chelsea. And I know you guys have been dying to get him back on the show. So here he is. I know all you Leeds fans love him, or you hate him, or you love to hate him.
You'll love him.
He's the Stoop heel, you can call him. Everybody give it up for Naji. Naji, how are you, my man?
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm good. So, how are you feeling about your match coming up against Leeds United?
Well, to start with, it's a unique season, and I really want it to be over as soon as possible for Chelsea. To be honest with you, it was a challenging season to say the least, but luckily we have so many leaders on that team that carried us until here. Between Thiago Silva, between Jorginho, Azpilicueta, we have, so we kept it together. Give credit to Thomas Tuchel. Give credit to the player. We are competitive until now, and look, Chelsea only lost 6 games all season, but we drew 10 games, and that's a lot of games compared to Arsenal, for example, who only drew 3 games, for example. The future.
Well, that's a good and a bad thing for Arsenal. It's.
Right.
I wish some of those losses would have been draws. We'd be over Chelsea right now.
Exactly. But the future right now is bleak. And until this past weekend, we now know that there will be a new owner for that team, but there is a lot of work to be done. We lost, for example, Rudiger. We lost we lost Christensen.
You're losing them. You haven't lost them yet. You're losing them.
We're losing them because they're not going to renew with us. You see what I mean? We couldn't do anything with Rudiger. We couldn't negotiate with Rudiger. That's why he's leaving. Alonso is going back home for family reason, and he also had an issue with Tuchel during halftime at the game against Wolves. So he will not be here as well. He will not play anymore for Chelsea. You got Azpilicueta's contract at the end of the season over. Now we have an option to renew his contract, but the interest from Barcelona is still there. You don't know what's going to happen, so we have to wait until the end of the season, but there is a lot of work that needs to be done. I don't have high hope for Chelsea next season so far.
Ooh, Naji.
Naji, I wouldn't be too quick to say that, because you guys are now owned by the Dodgers.
Is it done?
It's almost a done deal. It might as well be a done deal if it's not done, but it is done. The Dodgers group, the group that owns the LA Dodgers, own Chelsea now. And I grew up in the Bay Area, but I had family down south in Southern California. I grew up a Dodger fan. That does not mean I'm rooting for Chelsea.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
But I'm gonna say this: the Dodgers are notorious spenders.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna see what you're gonna see with Arsenal, where Kroenke doesn't open up the purse strings. You're not going to see who's the other American owner in
Fenway,
well, you got
Liverpool.
You got Magic Johnson,
you got the 49ers owning a portion of Leeds. They're not going to open the purse strings. But the Dodgers are notorious spenders, so
got something to look at.
Y'all got something to look forward to.
Before all that happens, though, Naji, let me ask you this. If you guys happen to continue slipping up, Because as I've been saying, Chelsea, if you look at trajectories of teams for the remainder of the season, Chelsea are flatlining at best. It's not like you're going up. You're not quite dropping. You're getting wins and draws here and there. Everton was weird, but if you guys drop points in the rest of the season and Arsenal somehow catches you, like I've been saying for months,
you are.
And then if you guys lose the FA Cup final, is Tuchel here next season?
Look, with all what happened this season, Tuchel kept it together, and we can't. You know, Real Madrid. We had Real Madrid on the ropes. We in the final of the Carabao Cup, Chelsea deserved to beat Liverpool in that game. Everybody said that. There's nobody that disagrees with that. We had a good season. It wasn't a great season. I would be hurt if Arsenal beat Chelsea in the standing by the end of the season. I don't see it happening because Arsenal plays Tottenham, you know, and then Chelsea have to play Leicester City at home and away to Watford. Those are somehow winnable for Chelsea, especially with how Leicester City is playing. I think we'll beat Watford by 7, mark my word. Hat-trick Lukaku, that's a story for another day. But this is the situation right now. It's Leeds United in front of us, and then it's Liverpool.
Well, let's get into that.
Yeah, no, I totally see what you're saying there, but this is a weird season.
It is,
and I'm not
blood
counting,
in the water.
I'm not counting anything, even with only 3 games left in the season, 2 games left in the season. There's nothing that I'm going to say that this is absolutely going to happen, because in January, City was up by 14 points, and look where we are now, you know?
I
and Arsenal lost 4th place like 4 times already, and now we're sitting where it's back in our own hands. But what I feel is like teams are smelling blood in the water. So let's take Leeds United, for example. Yes, they are also on a flatlining, tending towards downward trajectory. However, against Arsenal, there was a little bit of fear because Arsenal have been playing all right. With Chelsea, I feel like every team feels like they can go at you right now. So you should win out. They should win out. However, like you said, it's weird, and they saw Everton beat you. They've seen you collapse to Real Madrid. They see all this turmoil. I feel like they're going to go at you. Not to mention Leeds United hate Chelsea with every fiber of their being. So I feel like Leeds United are going to come at you. That being said, let's talk about Leeds United issues right now. No Stuart Dallas. No Luke Ayling for the rest of the season with that red card. Stupid red card. They've got yes, they have Calvin Phillips back, but as you saw, like that, he's not enough. He's just not enough to make it all happen. He played with Lewis Bate in the middle, and actually he did all right. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a start.
I think you got nothing to lose at this point, you know.
Well, they got the league to lose, but
well, you know what though?
But between him and Cleach,
you're playing Chelsea. No disrespect, Naji, but you're playing Chelsea, and you know, if there are points to be had from a losing position, you can get them, even though you're down. You know, in this case, Wolves were down 2-0 to Chelsea, and we walked away with a point.
And we're also up 2-0 on Leeds.
No,
but I'm saying that's the dichotomy,
right? But what I'm saying is that you know, currently, you know, you go down against Chelsea, and you know you're still in it because you've seen so many other teams pick up points
at the end of the
losing
match.
Positions. You know,
at the end of the match.
This hasn't been an easy schedule for Chelsea lately, and especially that we played Everton when they were fighting. Now we're playing Leeds United when they're fighting. You know, and they're gonna come out fighting in that game, missing Forshaw, Roberts, Summerhill, Ayling, Bamford. No matter who's missing, they're gonna come out fighting in that game and try to win it or get a point minimum. And we know how they work hard. They are very talented individually, but they just need to put 90 minutes together. That's the toughest thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, you take away the first 20 minutes of the Arsenal match, the first 27 minutes of the Arsenal match, where there were 2 Arsenal goals and a red card. a frustration-based red card. If you take that away, Arsenal lose that match.
Right.
Even at the very end, who was more likely to get a goal at the end? It was 10-man Leeds.
Right.
So I think you're totally right, and we're not trying to blow smoke up Leeds United's asses. We're just saying
calling it as we see it.
how we see it. And listen, the team's fighting for their life. Jesse Marsh is out to at least pull the reins in before next season, and hopefully be up still in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And Rafinha is frustrated as shit.
Yeah, he is.
But I think it was the right
Rodrigo is
decision to pull him off.
I think it's
However,
perfect.
restart Chelsea. Here we go. And I tell you what, Leeds United would love it if their season was saved by getting 3 points off of the Chelsea scum. And Naji, all we're saying is that's not out of the realms of possibility.
Yeah. Number one, I'm not confident. You remember back in the day, I was like, no, nobody's scoring against Chelsea. I'm not confident anymore. Anyone can score against Chelsea. And guess what? Thiago Silva will probably not play because he's going to be rested for the weekend against Liverpool. You're going to have Christensen there. You're going to have Christensen and Schauber. I am not anywhere comfortable with both these players. And if Malang Sarr play on the left wing as a wing back, or Saul Niguez, I am not confident. The only thing I'm happy with, I think Lukaku should start that game, and he is going to be confident to score more goals.
And Pulisic has been playing. He's not been prolific. However, the dude he has quality.
And he's not getting there. He's not getting the end result, but Timo Werner looks much better this year. Much better this year.
I am enjoying Timo, but you can't beat Chelsea and concede 4 at home to Brentford, 4 at home to Arsenal. You drew Man United, you should have won that game, and then you lost to Everton, and then you drew Wolves. We should win Wolves with, we played better than Wolves. We should have a goal in the first half that was disallowed by VAR. There's a lot of things that are going against us, but at the end of the day, we're not doing well. We're not.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into predictions. Mark, we'll let you go last. Naji, you want to go first, or want me to go first?
Why not? I'll
try
and keep it brief.
It is hot, man.
It's warm. I'm starting to get that glow.
Yeah. Starting.
I'm a milky
The
bastard,
camera can't
aren't I?
take it.
I tell you. Man.
Milky
now
best.
where is? I don't remember where the game is being played. Is it at Elland Road, or is it at Stamford Bridge?
No, the game is played at Elland Road. Last year,
with no Chelsea fans.
Last year, Chelsea played at Elland Road without fans. So it's going to be a different story this time around.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very different story. And I think on both sides it's going to be very, very different because, Leeds is running out of players to kind of be that leader. They lost their captain. I think that's going to have a little bit of an effect on Leeds. Let's see how checked out they are. They still have something to fight for. It's going to be tough, but I really think this is going Chelsea's way. I just don't know.
Score?
I don't know where the goals are coming, and I think it's going to be 3-1 Chelsea late. That patented late score when Chelsea's kind of on their heels and a little tired. Leeds will sneak one in, probably from Jack Harrison. But yeah, 3-1. Sorry, Leeds fans.
All right, well, I disagree with you about the leadership. Yes, they've lost the Stuart Dallas and the Luke Ayling, and I don't know about Cooper either. That being said,
Isn't Cooper out with a knee injury?
I think so. That being said, they have Calvin Phillips in the middle. And for his pros and cons and all of that, he's a Leeds boy through and through. He knows what beating Chelsea could mean, even if they're relegated. And I think there's going to be some nasty tackles thrown in, and I think it's going to be an awesome midfield match. And he's going to see that, there's no Thiago Silva. There's no Rudiger. Okay, I'm the big baddie on the pitch today. And Calvin Phillips is, I'm hoping for Calvin Phillips, like England national team style masterclass. Okay. And I'm looking for Rafinha to score and Rodrigo to score. That being said, I'm calling it a 2-2 draw. I think Leeds are gonna get a point, but they're just shambolic in the back. And if you guys get any sort of free kicks, corner kicks, things like that, I don't know what could happen. It could open up bad, but I see it as 2-2. I think it's going to be tough fought, but you can't take away that little lanyap, that little something extra that's going to be there of needing to win and hating Chelsea. Those, let their powers combine. I am Elland Road, you know, like I want to see that. So, Naji, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So I was listening to Thomas Tuchel press conference, and he said that, you know, when we were up 2-0 at Wolves, Chelsea were still reckless. Like, we didn't, you know, control the ball. And he said the key in the game against Leeds United, because they are going to be fighting for their life, is discipline. So I think Chelsea is not going to be going forward like we saw against Wolves and try to leave spaces behind. So we're going to really play, we're going to be very disciplined in that game, you know? And I think...
You hope.
And I hope, yeah. And I think Leeds United are going to leave some spaces up front for Werner, for Lukaku. If Pulisic play or Ziyech, it's going to be tough for Leeds United. And they're missing so many players. They haven't had a clean sheet at home for the past 10 games. Now, Chelsea only won 1 in the last 5 games. But I'm still going to go with Chelsea in this game. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. I'm going to have Lukaku score, Pulisic score, and I'm not sure. It's going to be a free kick by Leeds United or a corner kick, header. It's going to be a scramble goal by Leeds United, because Chelsea at the moment cannot keep a clean sheet.
It's kind of crazy that we could possibly have a season where two teams are going to be able to tell the story years down the line. Remember that year we beat Chelsea and stayed up?
Hey, don't forget, Chelsea needs this win to get into the top 4, and Leeds United need this win to stay up in the Premier League. So it's a very important game at the end of the season.
Absolutely. Chelsea cannot take their foot off the gas. You know what? Chelsea needs to put their foot on the gas. It's not even on there. They're over here, you know.
Do you think the fact that Chelsea already qualifies for next season's Champions League,
Well, they technically haven't. If they keep dropping, Spurs can catch them.
As winner of the Champions League last year.
That got him in this.
Oh, that's this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that would be a really long shot, especially because Tottenham and Arsenal are playing each other. Because Tottenham are like 6 points behind you guys. You would have to lose everything. Tottenham would win everything, and then we would win everything besides Tottenham.
Goal differential is also.
That being said,
a role in that.
it's an exciting end of the season, and I'm so happy that this match means something to both Chelsea and Leeds United. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
So, Naji, any last thoughts?
No, all the best. All the best, and the better team win, and go Chelsea.
All right, guys, that's it from Brooklyn. Thank you, Mark, for stopping by. Quick little sunbathing. Talking to Naji. All right, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and all that stuff, and check back with us tomorrow when we'll do a post game and a post match and a
Preview
Arsenal
something.
North London derby preview, probably as well, if I find some time in the day. Much love from Brooklyn, y'all. Peace. Get the fingers in there.